Well, figured I'd get back on here and we'll talk about something that people just don't talk about. Now, I have talked about it in the past, but most people don't go back and look at anything. They don't go back and look at your old videos. But I'm going to bring up that subject matter right now. It's your time, it's your labor. You see, that's your property. You see what I'm saying? Your time, your labor, time is money, is your property. Okay? See, when somebody comes along and wants to use up your time, and your time is money, and that is your right, it belongs to you, and they're wasting it, they're taking up it, especially when they want to contract out to you and say, hey, you be here at such and such time. They're telling you got to be there. All right, I'm showing up, but you're paying me for it. Oh, you can't do that. So, I mean, hey, look, I'm no lawyer, but if your time is yours, is your personal property, okay? And they want to use your personal property and not compensate you for your personal property, uh, make out a bill. You see, what you need to do is sit down and say your time's worth. I mean, whatever you think your time's worth. If you think you're worth $100 an hour, 200, $1,000 an hour, that's up to you. Everybody's everybody's time is going to be worth a different amount. It's all individual, say. And plus, in there, you're also going to have some expenses, such as, I don't know, do you take public transportation? Do you own a car, a truck? I mean, there's other things to consider in there also besides compensating you for your time. And it's simple enough, you know, and you could write it in there. There's a lot of smart people out there. A lot of smart people can all kinds of lingo and things. All right. What I'm getting at is, you could write up your own, put it online, put it on your Facebook, put it on your Instagram, whatever, and other people look at it, and other people go, I can improve on that a little bit, or this person may say I can improve on that, and pretty soon after a while you have something that's very well written, because a lot of minds go together. Maybe you just say, AI chat, write me up a thing for, someone contracting to me for my time. Stop and think about this. And what I mean by this is, you're driving down the road, cop pulls you over. Hey, you know why I pulled you over? No, don't have a clue. All right, you had a license plate light out. Oh, okay. So now he's telling you why he's taking your time up. I need to see your registration and or ID and driver's license, insurance card, whatever. Okay, no problem, officer. Here. What's this? Well, that's a contract for my time. You're taking up my time. You have to compensate me for my time. But here's the stuff you asked for. And he's like, the hell? Nobody's doing. See, people don't do this. And all of a sudden he's looking at this going, well, what the hell? I said, it's all on your cam now. I mean, I've got my phone on, so I mean, I gave it to you, you've been served with it. I mean, that's the contract. You want to go further ahead with this and keep me on the side of the road longer, you have entered into the contract. Now he has a dilemma. Do I continue with this, or do I say, get the hell out of here? Oh, okay. I'll live. Or do you sit there and keep you there longer? Because my attitude about your contract is the first hour is whatever your hourly rate is. And then after that, you prorate it to, every quarter hour. Okay. Let's say you charge $1,000 an hour. You pulled me over. That's $1,000 right there. You keep me over an hour. Well, hour 15 minutes. Well, that's $1,250 now. See what I'm saying? And then that's what I'm talking about. And it doesn't matter. You see, they'll say, well, you can't do that. I said, well, yeah, because my time. You see, my time is my personal property. You see, and you have to compensate me for my personal property. See, you don't have the right to use up my property. See, it's personal. It's mine. Well, I pulled you over. I said, that's irrelevant why you pulled me over. I said, you see, right now, you see, I'm compensating you through my tax dollar to stand here and do your job. Okay? So you're being compensated. Now you have to compensate me. So I can pay you. See what I'm saying? Right. Well, Judge, yeah, be here at 9 o'clock sharp. Okay, I'm here. Before you even show up, certified letter to the judge. These are the terms. Judge will say, well, yeah, you can't do that. That's your civic duty. I said, well, now wait a minute here. You're telling me my civic duty is to show up here so you, your court reporter, your legal assistants, the bailiff, the prosecutor, the attorney, everybody's getting paid, okay? And it's my civic duty to show up here? You see, I got to pay all you people, right? My personal property, my time. You got to compensate me for that. You told me to be here, I'm here. Well, but you're here at your own thing. I said, that's irrelevant of why I'm here. My time is my time. It's personal. It belongs to me, not you. Now, if you really want to go and talk about civic duty, your civic duty is just sit there and be the judge. Well, why don't you do it for free? It's your civic duty. Why aren't you the bailiff doing it for free? It's your civic duty. And you're telling me it's my civic duty to show up here so you guys can run me through the ringer? See, I got to pay all you people. Well, since I got to pay you, well, I got to charge you. I got to make money off this. I got to be in the black, man. And that goes for anything or anyone. Company wants you to fill out these forms. Oh, I'm going to fill out all these forms. Okay, well, here's my contract. Well, what's this? I said, well, you want me to fill this stuff out? That's not a problem. I'll fill it out, but you got to pay me to do it because it's my time. My time is my right. See? It belongs to me, not you, me. And it's very simple. Again, you got to pay me for my time. I mean, you may walk into a place and they say, well, we're going to do business with you. I said, well, that's fine. And then we'll go our separate ways and we won't do any business together. And you won't make anything off me and I won't make anything off you. And that's fine. Do you see how this works? Let's say you go into the DMV office and you're sitting there and you know how it is. It's slow. I mean, you could walk in at right when the place opens. There's going to be a bunch of other people there too. And it may still be a couple hours before anybody even talks to you. Well, you walk in, find the supervisor, say, here, what's this? I said, well, that's the contract right there. I said, I walked in the door, I'm here. I need service. My time's money. I got to pay all you clowns. You're already getting paid by my tax dollars, so, I mean, and you're keeping me from working, somewhere else right now, earning a living because I'm here. So, the longer I sit here, the more you're going to pay me. Well, they may take you right away, or they may just say, get the hell out of here. Well, you denied me. You denied me a right. I have a right to walk in here. You work for me. This DMV is here for me. And you're denying me service? That's got to be some kind of crime, right? So, all I'm getting at is think about it. Think about it. Doesn't matter who, doesn't matter where, doesn't matter when. See, when they sit there and say, that's your civic duty, well, that's irrelevant. Like I keep saying, that's irrelevant. You walk in a doctor's office. Well, here. Well, doctor's busy. Well, so am I. You think he's the only one that's busy? Well, he's helping other people. Yeah, that's fine. But when I sit out here for however long, you got to pay me for sitting out here, see? Now, when I walk in and you want to see me immediately right away, okay. I could waive the contract if I choose to do so. But if you're going to make me sit here and wait, nah. We're gonna rack up some, because why am I sitting here waiting? Get your act together, okay? Credit card place calls you up. Hey, you didn't pay your credit card bill. Oh, okay. Here, what's your address? Okay, blah blah blah. Who's your supervisor? Okay, blah blah blah. Say we'll discuss this. I said I'll be sending you a letter, and send them a thing. It's like, yeah, call me, and then the clock starts running. Say, haul me into court. Well, you didn't pay that. That's irrelevant of whether I paid you or not. We're here because you didn't pay. Well, that's irrelevant. You see, my time is my property. Okay. Now we're talking about something totally different here. We're not talking about what you're quote owed. We're talking about my time, not yours. You're getting paid to do your job. See what I'm saying? This is what I'm getting at. They're being paid to do their quote job. People's car repossessions are going up. Well, here, buddy. You walk out there with your phone, have a wife, friend, somebody, show them the contract on the thing. Walk out there, hand it to the guy. They got it all on video, and say, "Here, this is the contract." What? You're paying me for my time. You're on my property. So while you're on my property, you're going to have to pay me to be on my property, because this is private property. See, you're not out in the street. This is private property, my property. You're taking space on my property, okay? And you're claiming this car is yours. Well, I stored your car for how long? Month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. I stored your car for how long? You owe me storage for that car. You hit them for everything, and all of a sudden they're standing back going, well, we're going to take this to court. Fine. You send the judge a thing, says, listen, this is my rate for my time. Well, but they're bringing this. I said, that's fine. They have every right to bring whatever they want against me. I said, that's totally a separate matter. Well, your civic duty, I said, that's irrelevant. I have no civic duty to you or anyone else. Say this is a legal matter, and I said, man, my time is my personal property. My labor is my personal property. You have to compensate me for that. Everything you're talking about is irrelevant. So, you want to talk about civic duty? I said, like I said earlier, Judge, your civic duty. Why are you being compensated? You should be doing this for free because it's your civic duty. See? But no, we elected you, and we're paying you a salary for your time. We're compensating you. Now you got to compensate me so I can pay you for your time. Just think about it. Think about all the possibilities. All the possibilities. So I will leave that with you because we're getting into times where people are going to want to talk to you. They're going to want this. They're going to want that. You want to talk to me, dude? Doesn't matter where, how, or you're going to pay me for my personal property, my time. You know, when they tell you to show up, they're telling you to be there, just like a job. We're telling you to be here. Well, you're telling me to be here. Okay, pay me. Well, you know, we don't do that. That's not how it works. I said, well, that's how it works. See, I have constitutional rights, and my personal time is my personal property, and you have to compensate me for that. And not by your bullshit, because everybody's time, everybody is an individual case by case basis, and you don't know what this person or that person or anybody else makes, and blah 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 blah. So, you know, I'm telling you what you got to pay me to be here, and you got travel time. You know, maybe they tell you to be there at 9 o'clock sharp, and hell, they're keeping you there till afternoon. Well, I had to go eat. Well, add a meal onto it. Besides the extra, I don't know, 3, 4 hours that you sat there. Oh, we can't. Well, you know what? The whole world runs on money, runs on people's time. Your time is valuable. Like they always say, time is money. Okay? Time is money. Say, I've talked about this in other videos also, if you made it this far, about how they perpetrated a fraud against you. The whole system's a fraud. It's just smoking like this. It's smoke. Okay? Just a bunch of smoke. Blowing smoke in your face. Now lawyers stand there and go, well, you know, it's, you know, well, other side, lawyer on the other side wants to talk to you, you know, wants to cross-examine you, or wants you to sit down and do a deposition, or there's that stuff. Well, pay me for my time. Oh, but the law says you have to be there. I said, well, yeah, but this is different. You see, this is about my personal property, my time. See, you've got it. You understand it. All right. And I believe that's inherent for everyone. Everyone. Doesn't matter where you are in the world. They want to talk to you. It'll cost you the. Maybe they'll write less bullshit laws because they don't want to be charged for their bullshit. Same thing with insurance companies. You know, they want to come out and, you know, bad storm comes through, levels your house, and here, what's this? This is for my time. Well, this is but your policy. I said you're getting paid to be here, right? Okay. Insurance companies charged me for the policy. They didn't give it to me. I paid the policy. My time, say, my personal property. Time is money. See, it's the most precious thing you got. Why? You don't have more time. They wasted your time. Do you understand what I'm saying? You can't get it back. When you first started this video, and you can't go back and get the 10, 20, 30 minutes or however long I spew. You can't get that back. It's gone. You see what I'm saying? This is your most important property you have is your time, your labor, your sweat on your brow. You can't get it back. All right? Somebody has to compensate you for that. They're all being compensated. They're taxing the hell out of you. They're telling you got to go here, got to do that, this, that, and the other thing. Your employer pays you for your time, your labor. You contracted out a negotiation with a settlement on what you feel your time is worth to do that particular job. Anybody else wants to contract with you and wants you to tell you to be here, do that, ask you questions, they're taking up your time. Of course, the government doesn't want to do that because, well, God, we're going to be paying everybody. Exactly. Quit screwing around, making your bullshit laws, your imaginary shit. Okay? Get your act together. Get efficient. Knock your, just, get it right. Get it right. I mean, well, they say they can come and bust your door in because the warrant gave them the right to destroy your property. No, it doesn't. Bill of Rights says you can't destroy my property. You have to compensate me. You come in, you seize my property. Okay? You came in and you seized it. You took it over. You have to compensate me for that. And as my property is in your quote custody, because you just seized it, any damage done from that custody is now what? Oh, that's right. Your responsibility to make me whole. Oh, but no. That's my property. See? It's your property. Now, I'm not a lawyer or any of that stuff, but just remember that, okay? Just remember what I'm saying. You gotta hold to it, man. You gotta stick to it. Don't take no for an answer. They want to argue it, take him to a small claims court. Judge, we're here because, well, I know why you're here, but there's no what? When they sit there and they say, well, ignorance of law. Well, wait a minute here. You took an oath to uphold the Constitution, right? Now you're trampling all over my rights. Ignorance of the law is no excuse for trampling on my rights. So you're violating your oath. You broke the law. I'll stop. I could go on and on and on, but I'll stop. You get my drift, man. Y'all take care. Keep praying for one another. It's more important now than ever, okay? Pray for these knuckleheads, all right? Because these knuckleheads, this is the reason we're going backwards. I mean, I'm amazed, we're not bent over dragging our knuckles on the ground with hair all over us and everything like monkeys and orangutans and stuff Because I mean, I don't believe that bullshit, but I'm just saying, we're going backwards instead of forwards. See, there's all kinds of agencies out there that are illegal as hell. They don't have a right to. It's a fraud. The Federal Reserve is a fraud. The government does not have the right to recuse itself. Okay, we have a treasury for this. Not we don't need a federal. And oh, the money does not belong to the Fed. See? Oh, they print it. They want to believe it's theirs and all this and that. And then by God, they see this again, whole nother subject matter. But it's fraud. Okay, people, it's a fraud. The government did not have the right to do this. All right. But they want to sit there and think they have the right to do things, and they don't. Their scope of things is very, very small. See, yours, it's open, and it's just. You see, everything has been turned upside down. You're the one with all the rights. They are very constricted and constrained in this small little thing. They don't have that much. They don't have it. You do, but they don't. They just walk in and take. They just take. And if they can't just walk in and take because you won't allow it, then they'll commit violence on you. They will be violent and bully you and terrorize you. Right? Look around you. They do it to other countries. They weaponize the dollar. Their treaties mean absolutely nothing. They enter them, but they don't follow them. And then when somebody says, "Oh, well, the treaty. Oh, well, we got a treaty." Any other time, it's like, we don't give a shit about that treaty. Just like, oh, you got a Bill of Rights, and then I got a Bill of Rights. Oh, we don't give a shit about that. See? But you got all these rights, but we don't give a shit. See? See how it works? They speak with forked tongue. Two-faced. Liars. Deceivers. Lawless. Satan. So, you gotta pray for them. Gotta pray, and pray. God Almighty, all powerful. They came against something that they can't win. They've already lost. They've lost. Okay, people? And they know it. So they got to perpetrate lies and more deceit and fraud upon you. It's just like this debt thing. They screwed it up so bad they can't stop it. Because if they stopped it, it would crash. It would tumble down. The whole world would just come to an economic end. Because they screwed it up so bad. And it's not your fault. It is from the standpoint your forefathers and grandfather and blah, blah, blah didn't stand up. You didn't stand up. Nobody stood up to them. And these people just keep running, roughshod over you constantly. And you're sitting there saying, stop. And they don't care. They're getting rich off you. Well, like I keep saying, their time, their personal property. So's yours. You deserve to be compensated for your time. Y'all take care.